it is Amelia, and today I'm going to attempt to make some steak fingers, and I'm actually going to be using some minute steak that I have and see how that works out. So first thing I'm going to do is have my minute steak. There's one in there still thawing a little bit, and I'm going to take a meat mallet or tenderizer, whatever you want to call it, and beat it to help tenderize the meat just a little bit. This is what it looks like. And so I'm going to do that. I mean, you just hit it basically. And I will be back once I'm done because this will be really loud. Okay, so there's the minute steak after I used the meat mallet on it. A quick tip is if you're cooking and it's summer, and if you're like me, you don't have like central air. I have a window unit and it cools my whole house, but I don't have central air, and when I cook, I turn off my AC because it gets really, really hot and it just really doesn't, the AC doesn't do anything, so I just feel like it's a waste. But even if you don't turn it off, it's really hot, and I like to shorten the amount of time I use my stove. Maybe not the amount of time, but the amount of time spread out over a day. So I would really like to just use my stove once or twice a day. So when I'm doing meal prep, which I love to do meal prep, I just tack it on the beginning or end of dinner, and I did the beginning today. If you see here, there's mushrooms, and I had 2 containers, which was 1 pound, and these are just ones I kept out for supper because I want to make some fried mushrooms. And over here, I cooked before, while I was prepping for supper, I sauteed mushrooms to freeze. So, since my kitchen's already hot, I went ahead and did some meal prep before just to get it out of the way, and for I don't have to heat my kitchen up later or at a different, I don't have a separate time for it. But anyways, back to the minute steak. I got some lard and some butter in this very small pan. I'm using a small pan just because I don't want to waste oil. And these are pretty small, and I'm going to cut them pretty small for my steak fingers. But you can use how much oil or whatever kind you want in any size pan. Just have enough to fry them in. So this might not be enough. I might need to add some more, but we'll see. So I'm using lard and butter. And I'm going to start heating that up and slicing my minute steak. Let me get this turned on real quick. And let's get to slicing. So I'm going to try to go against the grain, which is this way. So I kind of want them, shorter, so I'm going to cut this in half, like so, and then I'm going to slice them about ½ an inch thick. Just like that. See that? So I'm going to continue doing that. You can make longer ones if you want, but I want them to be able to fit in my pan. So, like this one's a little bit longer, but it's not too long. So I'm just going to cut that. And keep on slicing them in smaller pieces, like so. So, I'm going to get done with this, and I will be back after I get my ingredients ready and these all finished cutted. Okay, as my oil is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and make my dredge for all my stuff. I'm going to coat my mushrooms first before I do my meat. That way I don't contaminate, cross-contaminate. So, because mushrooms to meat is better than meat to mushrooms. So, I'm going to start with some whole wheat flour. And I'm going to start with about a cup to a cup and a half. That should be enough for now. Okay. And then I'm going to add some Cajun seasoning. And I'm just going to guess at this. I don't know, probably about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit less. And then I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of baking powder. To a teaspoon, probably about that much. Okie dokie. And then I'm just gonna mix that up and see how the Cajun seasoning shows through, which I don't think it is, so I'm gonna add some more. I want to see little specks of it. Okie dokie. And that is what my Dredge looks like. If I might add some more baking powder, we'll see. But basically flour, Cajun seasoning, or any seasoning, and a little bit of baking powder. And now I'm going to crack my eggs for my egg Dredge. Okay, for the egg mixture for the part of our Dredge, I have 3 eggs. That's what I'm starting with. And I'm just going to break those and beat them a little bit. And these are farm fresh eggs. And then I'm going to take some Worcestershire sauce, and I'm just putting a little bit, I don't know, maybe like a half teaspoon to a teaspoon, probably more towards a teaspoon. And I'm whisking that. And then I want mine a little spicy. Sorry, my husband's mowing the lawn. Why you hear the mower. So I'm actually going to be putting a fourth of a cup of this sriracha ranch, which I usually don't use like pre-made stuff in recipes, but this was on sale. My husband wanted to try it, and I use pre-made stuff, but I don't use the stuff with a whole bunch of like preservatives. But anyways, I'm going to just add it to it because I mean I'm making steak fingers. They're not really that super healthy anyways because they're going to be fried. Sorry for hitting the camera. But anyways, and then I'm going to put about a fourth of a cup and a half a cup of water into this. A little bit. Okay, I'm going to put a fourth of a cup of that and then fill the rest up with water, so to make it about a half a cup of liquid. And I'm going to mix that in there. And I would have used milk if I had it, but I didn't, so just have to mix it really good. Okie dokie. And I'm going to start with my mushrooms. And with my mushrooms, I'm actually going to use a fork. And I'm just going to roll them around in there. And then I'm going to coat them. Oh, I forgot a step. Hold on. And I'm going to double coat these. Like that, and I'm going to fry it. And I'm going to be done when I get the mushrooms done, and I'll show you how I'm going to do the minute steak. So this is what my mushroom looks like. It is a little, since I'm using wheat flour, the batter is a little gritty, but it's absolutely delicious. I took a bite out of it. They turned out great. So next I'm going to start dredging these the same way. So I'm going to take this, dip it in the egg, dip it in the flour, do it again. So I'm going to double dip it. You can dip it in the flour first if you want to, that's up to you. But you just want to make sure it's coated good. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop this in some hot oil, which is right over there. I don't know if you can see it, right there. And I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so one side is brown. You'll flip it, which they still have a little bit of ways to go, but not too much. So you just flip it and finish cooking them until they're all nice and golden brown and cooked thoroughly. And then I'm going to lay them on a strainer with some paper towels to soak up the extra oil. So this is what they look like cooking though. Look yummy! I can't, my next, I'll see you when I get everything plated. Okay, so these are the ones that I had left. I didn't cook them all because it's just 2 of us. So I went ahead and breaded them, or dredged them and breaded them. I'm going to try to flash freeze them first. This is my flash freeze container. It's just an old Tupperware container, and I always keep it in my freezer. That way if I need a fresh flash freeze stuff, I can. I just lined it with some wax paper since it's meat. And of course when I get done I'll clean it. But I'm going to stick these in, flash freeze them, and then I'm going to try later on to fry them and see how that works. I don't know if it's going to work, but worth a try. So I'm going to stick these in the freezer, and I'm going to get ready to plate supper. Okay, so this is the plate, or steak fingers, or strips, minute steak strips, breaded mushrooms, a big salad with a little bit of Parmesan, and this over here is a spicy honey barbecue. Or not, it's a spicy mustard barbecue sauce, ranch sauce, and that's all I made was enough for just 2 of us, so that's dinner. I'm having on mine some pickled beets, but my husband don't like those that I pickled, so, well, he just doesn't like pickled beets or beets in general, but some homemade pickled beets, and that's gonna be supper tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And remember to live well and live frugal. Thank you for watching.